Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Genevieve Designs. I have been prepping for my next album and I was trying to find the right color wax seal out of all of my wax seal beads that I have. These wax beads that are made for, you know, making wax seals for embellishments and for letters and wedding invitations and whatever you want to use them for, really. And the project I'm working on, none of my wax beads work. None of them are the right color. So I have several. I don't have them all out, but I have, this is like a champagne gold, or yeah, champagne gold, and these are a variety of greens, and this is a variety of reds, and I have a dark purple, and then I have 3 different shades of purple, but it's really kind of like a pink and 2 purples. And then I have blue and with this like blue-green color here. These are the ones that I have. And a lot of times when you look online, you will see wax beads that come in a variety pack, like colors, several colors in one pot. So I got to experimenting with these in order to get the right color that I needed. I started mixing my colors. Now, mixing wax bead colors is not a new thing. A lot of people do that and then they make like a marbled effect, making like something that's that you can see there's different colors in there. Well, I didn't want to do that. Let me show you what I'm trying to do here. So this is the paper that I'm trying to match. This is one sheet of the paper collection that I'm using, and I picked this sheet to use because it has all the colors of the collection in it. So I was going through and like, I wanted to do like a reddish, like a more traditional wax seal color. So I was trying to figure out which one I had would work. So here's one of this color here, and then here's one of that one, and here's one. So those are the 3 colors. And none of those 3 colors match what I'm doing at all. This one's too much of an orange red, this one's too much of a magenta pink, and this one is like a peachy shimmery color, and none of them work. None of them. And none of the blues work. Oh, I always make like a little sample. So I melt it a little bit, pour it on the cap, and press. I have this little tiny rose stamp, wax stamp that I don't know where it came from, but it's super teeny tiny, and I use it to kind of like for my little sample so I can see what I have. I haven't done it for this one yet, but so that's what I do on top, so that way I know what color it is, because it looks kind of deceiving in the pot. So what I started doing was trying to figure out a way to get the right color. I have some sticks as well. These are wax seal sticks, and these are actually more suited to this color palette. However, I don't want to sit there, and I only have the 1 stick too, by the way. I only have 1 of each of these sticks. So I would have to sit there and go like this, and every time I wanted to use it or slice it up or whatever. And you can do that too, and it's totally fine. But I only have the 1 stick, and this is a little bit too dark. So I did do one. Is this it right here? That's the color right there. So this one actually is just a little too dark, and then this one is, where did I put this one at? What did I do with it? Is that it? There it is right there. So this one is this, and this one's okay, but I don't really like the shimmery, and I don't really like the way that looks. Like if I was to just use it on this page right here, I don't really like the way that looks on there exactly, and it's probably hard to tell through the computer monitor, but these are okay. This would work, and I could slice this up and it could be ready to go for my wax seals. So I'm going to put these aside because I don't really want to use either one of those. So I wanted to kind of show you what I decided to do, and I kind of do this kind of thing all the time when I don't have the right thing, when I don't have the right color, don't have the right product, I don't have the right whatever it is. I try to make my own. So what I've done is I started experimenting with my different colors, and I've come up with a few ideas. So I'm going to take, this is just a spoon, and I'm going to take I think there's two combinations that I'm going to use. And, oops, I'm going to take two of this red, this like orangey red color. And I'm going to take one of these deep dark purples because I have a bunch of these. So I was trying to figure out a scenario where I could use this versus these. These just don't have enough. These just aren't like dark enough for what I want them to do because I want kind of a warm pinkish reddish color. So I'm going to let this melt really quick. Okay, so you could totally just pour this onto something and it does this like mottled, like super cool effect, but that is not what I am going for today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take something pointy and metal and I'm going to mix it in the spoon just like this. Right? And then I'm just going to pour it out. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to let that harden just like that. This is a rose quartz gemstone style coaster, and it's cold, so it's going to help it get cold quick. It's going to help it harden really fast. So this color, it seems like it's okay. It may be a little too burgundy for what I am going for. And then the other color, I'm going to grab a tissue really quick. Woo! I'm going to just wipe that off. It might be too late to get my spoon clean. I'm just going to wipe that off with the tissue, and then I'm going to add let me see, what was I going to add? Oh shoot. I was going to add to the red, the orangish red color, and one of the magenta-y looking ones. So two of these and then one of those. And I'm going to see if that is a good color combination. So I'm going to melt that down. Okay, I'm gonna stir that melted wax. Just like that, and then I'm gonna pour that out. And I'm going to let that harden really quick. But I can already tell that that is a little bit better than the original colors that it came from. You see, those are the two colors that I put together to make this color. So this color is a little bit more of a traditional wax seal kind of red color. And then this one was, is this the purple? The purple. And this one, that's what made this color. So when you think about it, you've got all these colors. If you're like me and you collect, you tend to gravitate towards buying everything, every color that you can. You can start mixing and matching and making different color combinations. The worst one I come up with so far was this one here. It's kind of a yucky brown color, and this one I did with like a green and a red, of course, like Christmas colors to make. I was hoping it would make more of a reddish brown, but it ended up making this kind of brownish yucky brown. So But anyway, so I've made a whole bunch of, did I turn the camera back on? Yes. I made a whole bunch of different color combinations just using all the different ones that I have. There's one, is that one of those? Kind of looks like that color, doesn't it? Yeah. And then, oh, that kind of looks like that color too. Is this that color? And then there's that color. So I've already obviously been playing around with these, but I've made a bunch of different colors, a bunch of different shades of things. And just the brown is just not, what did I do with it? Oh, I already got rid of it. The brown is just not one of my faves. Nope, nope, nope. So it's fun. It was fun to go through. Like, look at this one. This one's really deep. I really like this one, but I don't remember what colors I put together. But it's almost too deep for what I'm doing. Here's another. These are different varieties. Adding this purple with blues. And look at the 3 different shades of purple I have now. So it's just fun to make your own custom wax seal colors. So let me show you. These should be cool enough. I'm going to see if I can't pop these off. Right, they pop right off. So there's that one. And this one should be okay too. There's that one. Whoops. So they both kind of go pretty good. They both go pretty good with all the different color combinations. Better than this bright magenta color, even though that one does okay, but this definitely, no, this one is way out of the color, you know, the tones of the paper. So the idea here is, so I've got these, right? Well, I don't want to have to mix it every time. I don't want to have to go through and mix it every time. So I'm going to make a bunch of these little droplets here, these little piles, these little mounds of wax, and let them harden and store them like this, because I know that 3 of these wax beads will make a full large size wax seal stamp. Okay, so then all you would have to do is take your little custom wax bead, put it in your spoon, melt it down, okay, so then after it's melted, I'm going to go ahead and put it on an envelope here. You can then just pour it out onto whatever project you're making. Oh, the wax bead didn't completely melt. Am I running out of, where's my thingy? Oh, it didn't completely melt. Okay, well that's okay. It didn't do too bad. It didn't do too bad. So I need to give it a little bit more time before I pour it out. But it does help too to have a warmer spoon, and my candle's getting kind of low down there, so that's probably one of the problems. So let me make some more. What did I say this was? This is purple and 2 reds. I did make one of these with the purple, one of the reds, and one of the peachy colored ones, and it turned out a little too shimmery for me. So I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, see how it's a little bit lighter and a little bit more shimmery? Does that make sense? So you just try a bunch of different color combinations. It's a lot of fun. I mean, yeah, it takes a little bit of time because it takes time for that wax to melt. But it's so worth it. I think it's so worth it. Like, look at that. So now I've got the perfect wax seal, the perfect color combination for this project, I think. So I think both of these will go. So I'm going to make several of both of these little custom wax beads, and I'm going to put them in a container, and they're going to be ready to go. So let me do that really quick. All right, so while I was gone making all of my little custom wax droplets, wax beads, wax pellets, I don't know, whatever you want to call them, I decided to do one more combination, and I come up with this color right here. So this was the one with the red, the reddish orange, and the magenta. This was purple and 2 reddish orange. what do I have on my finger? And then this one is reddish orange and purple, but what I did was I did 4 of beads. So I did 3 of the reddish orange and 1 of the purple, okay? So what happened was, so it made this really pretty combination of these two, but it was too much of a blob. So here is one of the blobs where there's 4 of the wax beads, and it's just too much. So I actually tried to make, you know, an actual wax seal with it, and it was just too much. So I decided what I would do was I would make several, and then I can cut them into 4ths like this, because there's 4 beads. So I've made several here. So and I can do 2 things. I can take 3 of these and melt them down and make a ready to go little custom wax bead. Or I can just leave them loose like this and know that I'm going to need 3 of these to make 1 of these. So I'm going to do both. I'm going to go ahead and finish melting that down, and then I'm going to leave these like this. But I might use all 3 of these colors, because that would be fun. So just think about how many endless combinations you have. I didn't want to go buy something new. Right now we're not all in lockdown, but you know, the world is turned upside down right now, and you just can't get things as easily as you used to be able to. So I just thought I would use the things that I had and make what I needed. So use what's on hand to make what you need, basically. So what I'll do is I will link everything down below that I used, and you can check it out if you would like, or you can just go through your stuff and see if you can't make the right color combination for your project. But I will put my resources down below so you can see where I got the wax beads and all of that. I'll even put my rose gold coaster here. It was a set of 4, so I've got 3 more, and they're so cute. I love them so much. I love them so much. I'm going to use them for weights. I'm going to use them for a coaster. I'm going to use them for everything. So, yeah. So then what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to take I'm not going to take the original colors. So these 3 are the original colors that I used to start with, and I made all these different color combinations. So I'm just going to put these in a container. This is just a plastic container. I think I got it at Joann's or something like that. And we will be ready to go for the project. At least I will be ready to go for my project. So you can create these based on whatever you need for your project. And I'm super excited about it. And I think it's going to be fun to have 3 different color combinations, but they all go together because they all basically use the same colors, just in a different way. So I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to work out perfectly. So I'm going to have to continue to do that from here on forth and make a custom color. And if you wanted to, if you had the sticks, if you had the right color that you wanted to use and they were stick form and you didn't want to like sit there and go, you can slice these up. You can cut pieces off and melt them, and it's a lot easier that way than to try to take your stick and swirl it around in the spoon, because you never know how much you're going to leave in the spoon itself. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there really quick. You're going to have to let me know what you think about these custom wax beads. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.